So Bill, what are we doing here today?
We're going to be launching a 21-foot Key West. We're going to show you the best way to take it off the trailer and the best way to put it back on.
All right, let's get started.
We're at the ramp and we are here up in the staging area, and it's here where you want to get your boat ready to launch. You want to get anything out of your truck and into the boat. You would do it all right here. The first thing you want to do is unhook your safety chain in the front. Leave the winch strap on. You want to come to the back of the boat, make sure your motor's up, and you want to put your drain plug in. Make sure that drain plug is nice and tight in there. Rick, you want to do that? Okay, now you're ready to launch. This particular trailer has a surge brake system. It's a hydraulic surge brake, and there's 3 different ways you can get this actuator to not put the brakes on when you're backing up. And the first way is a 5-pin plug. This one right here is the one that electronically takes the brakes off. The second one is a manual. And it's this one right here. And this fits up in the actuator in the front of it, and that'll physically keep this from moving back and forth. And then the third way is if you had a 4-pin connector. This one is your headlight, this first one right here. So if you flip this around and you put the last pin in this one and turn your headlights on, it will also electronically take the brakes off. Besides all your fishing stuff and your coolers and your cameras and personal gear, what you really want to make sure you have on that boat before you launch it is fenders and dock lines. And that's going to help you position the boat up against the dock, whether it's you parking the truck or your buddy parking the truck. It'll keep the boat from getting all gashed up whacking against the dock. The easiest way to launch the boat is to have 2 people, one that knows how to drive a boat and one person to back it in. As soon as the boat gets in the water, the person in the boat can start it, pull it off the trailer, while the other one parks the truck. If you don't have anybody with you that knows how to drive a boat that well, you can float it off the trailer and set it against the dock, tie it down, then go park the truck.
One thing I'd recommend before you ever leave the house is turn your battery switch on. And when you put your motor, go to bump your motor, make sure your kill switch is on. Put your key in and bump your motor, just to make sure you have power, because there's nothing worse than driving an hour, hour and a half to a ramp somewhere and not having power. And what you're gonna wanna do, you already have your fenders tied on, but as you can see, they're not gonna clear your gadpoles. You're gonna wanna roll your fenders into the boat until you launch.
All right, so we're here at the ramp. We're about to back up the boat. We're about to launch it into the water. So what you wanna do, first off, is just check your mirrors are adjusted correctly, that you can see both sides very well. You never want to have a blind spot in a situation like this. So now that your mirrors are adjusted correctly, you want to go ahead and just put it in reverse. And a good rule of thumb is to put one of your hands on the bottom of the steering wheel, and whichever way you turn is the way that the boat is going to go. So I'm going right, so the boat is moving to the right. And I just try to adjust correctly, just a little bit at a time. You don't want to rush through it. You have plenty of time, plenty of room. Just go nice and easy.
Once you get to this point and the boat's unhooked from the winch, when you're backing the boat in the water, depending on the angle of the ramp, is going to determine how deep the trailer will go into the water. But all you want to do is make sure the back end of the boat floats up off the trailer and you're deep enough to launch your boat. You want to just drop the boat in till the motor's pretty much in the water, but you'll see because the boat will start floating off. If you've got somebody that can drive the boat, Scott's in the boat now, and he's going to fire up the motor and pull the boat the rest of the way off the trailer. If you don't have somebody driving the boat, you hand them the dock lines and let them walk the boat down as it goes. When it comes off the trailer, you pull the truck out and go park the truck, and they would stand here and hold the boat, waiting for you to come back. Now that we've launched the boat, the next video is going to be all about docking the boat.